All right, so we are back right into another preview. This one's early yet again, and this one is for the Set 6 Destroyer King Super Rares. Finally, we have a look at the Super Rares. I just want to get right into them and jump right into them. We have a lot of them, and if you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. If you've been watching these videos and you haven't done me the favor, do that, like, comment, etc. Join the Discord in the description, all that other stuff. Let's go take a look at these. All of these, by the way, have one from, you know, a lot of people were saying from the Majin Destroyers type of thing. Doesn't really seem like it. It's very on the nose when it comes down to the DBS movie, and as well as just the archetypes that they introduced before. So it's whatever. You know, it's nothing crazy. No Janemba. What should we call it, super rare, but you also have to consider that we do have the SAR cards, two of them, so probably Broly and Gogeta, and then all of the campaign rares, which I would guess are just like the super rares, but a little more rare, just like the feature rares that we had in the Clash of Fate set, which will have one per color. That's just my guess though, and we're probably going to be seeing those within like the Majin Destroyers, like Boo, like more Boo stuff, Janemba, etc. Even like all the stuff that we took a look at for the Destroyer King's theme. Anyway, so when it comes down to the red one, this one is the 8 cost 4. Is that 4? Yeah, it looks like 4 specified costs. Not that it matters, because you're going to be evolving on the 6 drop Gogeta Broly card, and this one says you drop 2 red cards from your hand. Very specific, saying 2 cards instead of saying 2 cards, so definitely have to watch out for that one. It's very 2 card centric, and if you're playing all the Goku Broly and the Vegeta Broly, and even the Vekus, they return to hand from battlefield, and you're gonna pretty much always gonna have like red cards in your hand, so it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, this is a double striker for 35,000. It can be KO'd and can attack battle cards that are active mode, just like the 6 drop card. So basically can't be KO'd, but yeah, I will say that it can be warped. So something that is like an overwhelm card like Dimension Match Shifu, or something else like the 7 Dragon Demigra, and as well as the new Gogeta, the promo pack one, the Broly pack one, can get around it, or any of the ones like Goku Oob, in which Goku Noob won't get around this because of the restriction, but anything that says put on top of the deck or bottom of the deck still can go around it, so just keep that in mind as well. But this one says, oh, and returning to hand. This one says when a card evolves into this card, if there are no battle cards in your in play in your opponent's battle area, choose up to 2 cards from your opponent's life and place it in the drop area. You can't play this card for the rest of your turn. It can also switch to active mode after it attacks a battle card. So this is actually busted, because now we have basically a guaranteed 2 card, other than getting bloodlusted. I mean, you know, we're still doing that out here nowadays, but Mighty Clearly Zone is still a thing, because now we have this Gogeta, in which this one says is a double striker. You evolve, well, not evolve, but Union Fusion for 4 red, and then draw 2 cards, and then after that with the Goku, Broly, and Vegeta, which are very easy to get either from the blue Gogeta, and as well as the red Gogeta, the Goku and Vegeta pair that take a life and you draw 2. That one's really good. In testing, he's actually really good, and you should be watching out for that come set 6. Anyway, this one is pretty much the same thing, and it can attack cards in active mode, all the other jazz, right? So as long as you have that 4 energy, you can go ahead and evolve, and then probably awaken at that point. You know, you're drawing 2 cards, and then almost guaranteed you're taking 2 life from their from them. So if you're aggressive early game within that 1 to 4 energy curve, and then take those 2 cards, they're going to be in a crazy type of situation, or a really hard situation. Plus, if you have another red Gogeta Broly card, energy cost of 6, then that's even going to be better, because the next turn you can go ahead and do this again. And for 4 energy, this is a lot, and you're just dropping 2 red cards, and you're drawing 2 cards, so it's still really good. I think this is going to be a money card, and that's just me. I think this is going to be a money card, but yeah, you know. Anyway, speaking of this and taking life, this one is a 8-drop Golden Frieza. So this is a 30,000 critical. EX Evolve, you choose 3 cards from your hand. Doesn't have to be red, but 3 cards from your hand and place it in the drop area. But is the effect and the permanence really, really good. If you loot a card as a red Frieza army card, you and your opponent can't play battle cards with 30,000 power or less unless they choose the 4 cards from their life and place it in the drop area as they play the battle card. And of course, when it evolves, you know, switch to active mode. Like, why not, right? So the main target for this, and I think the only target for this, is the 7-drop Frieza, because it specifies as a red. So the Frieza, the finisher, pretty much KOs everything that has barrier 25,000 or less, and then it gets reduced by 2, I do believe. So it's a 5-drop that EX evolves into this man for 3 cards basically, and then if they are somehow you know, they can't, if they somehow survive whatever, right, you get to play this, and then they aren't able to play anything, or else they lose. Because I mean, you should be able to get them to 4 life for whatever reason. If you can't, they're still going to be taking 4 cards from their life and placing a drop area if they play anything. This, however, doesn't get around Gogeta 7, doesn't get around big boys like that because of the 35,000 power type thing. So still kind of an issue, but at the same time, you know, whatever. But I will say that if you have the 5-drop Final Showdown Frieza along with this card as a finisher, you pretty much won the game, because they're gonna have to choose 4 cards from their life and place in drop area. The other thing that I would say that is very important that counters this card are leaders that like Broly, like again the new Blue Gogeta, and anything else that has spot removal that will remove it. So that can effectively get around from this. It'll just KO it. It doesn't have barrier. So yeah, so we got 2 boos. This one, the first one is the Ultimate Absorption Boo. This one is the Buhan, basically. That is a 25,000 triple striker, and the auto is that when the card is played from the area, their energy area, you choose up to 1 battle card from your drop area and place it on the card, and then choose 1 of your blue energy and switch it to active mode. So I'm trying to guess the best way to play it. I'm probably missing something. It is very late at night, so I'm not gonna give you a try on this one. I'm guessing that you're gonna have to ramp up to this and then choose one using the 4-drop, I believe, the 4-drop extra card that we went over beforehand, and then play it from the energy area. But that's the only thing I can really think of. Is this a 7-drop, and we might have a target that evolves into it? I mean, a target that evolves from it, that is, because we have the I mean, we have 4 or less, no, 5 or more, no. Bring back Boo. This one is 4 or less, or 1 red Majin Buu. And then I'm really trying to figure out like what else can play it out. And this one, maybe like a Majin Buu, other than Awakening. 25,000 in power or more. Yeah, that would be the target, right? Yeah, there you go. So you play the Awakening Evil Majin Buu, 1 battle card from your hand and place it underneath, and choose 1 Majin Buu other than this one with the power or 25,000 more power, and place it on top of this one. So there you go. There you go. Now you can just play this card, which is pretty cool. It's just that you want to get the first auto effect, but when you do get the second auto effect, in which if there's a Son Gohan Adolescence under this card, you choose 1 of the opponent's battle cards and place it under this card, and then switch it to active mode after attack. So you get a 25,000 triple striker that restands, and if you play it from your energy, then there you go. You get to untap and KO a card or place it in drop. So that's nice. Really good card, actually, now that I think about it. Prodigious? Yeah, let's go with that. So 4-drop Majin Buu. This one is a Gotenks absorbed one. This is a barrier 20,000. When this card is played from the energy area, which is the one that I was talking about before. Either the 3-drop Buu, I do believe, and as well as the 4-drop extra card. You choose 1 battle card from your drop area and place it underneath this card, which is nice. And there's a Gotenks under this card. You play 1 Majin token, which has 15k power and 5,000 combo power, which is cool because it's just all about Gotenks, or the same thing. Activate main, pay 4, 3 blue, and your leader card is a Majin. You choose one Majin Buu with energy cost of 7 energy and play it. There you go. And that's what I was missing. There he is. If you play this card, or you played a card, add this card to your energy and rest mode. Also, the other thing is that although yeah, it is susceptible to Dende, the whole Majin Buu engine that they're introducing in set 6, along with objection if you want to, really does ramp quite quickly. So as soon as you do something, you add it to your your energy to rest mode, and then you're gonna get to 4 energy pretty quickly. So I think getting this man out is worth it because he's a 25,000 to triple striker. But if you want to go the Buhan mount route, which I highly recommend, the Universe 7 Ultimate Box Vegeta to do that would be pretty cool too. Just to use the regular Buhan route. So this one is the new Broly, but we also have a old Broly too with this, but I'll go with that in a second. This one was actually spoiled just a little bit, I think, on the playmat or something else. Same thing with the Paragus. I don't know. I don't remember. I just don't. It's late. It's an 8-drop double striker with 35,000, and basically it says they can't activate counter during the battle of this with energy cost of 2 or more, so Mofuba and things of that nature. And then activate battle risk return. You choose one card from your hand and place in drop area, and then you choose up to one of their bonus battle cards, ignoring barrier and KOing it. I think this is a busted ass effect because now we have another answer to Gogeta 7, because a lot of people are really, you know, up in arms about that. And also, not to mention, this card, the 6-drop, and I think it's just a 6-drop, has the same effect, but without the barrier. And I think this is a really good card because not only that we have so many options to get out the this chain. So I think it's the 6 to 8. I'm just gonna look it up because I'm not gonna waste my time trying to be wrong. But this one has the same effect, and then this one says you choose up to one green Broly card with energy cost of 8 and play it if you drop 2 cards. So this one is perfect for the starter deck Broly. And I think he's really good. Like, honestly, I think he's really good. If this is ever removed or KO'd, there you go. Like, and then we have the Tragic Awakening where you remove 1 energy cost or 1 energy and then play the 6-drop from the drop area, and then when he gets KO'd, you just play the 8-drop. Like, I think this engine is really good, and I think this is going to be overlooked until someone figures it out that, like, hey, this is really good. And honestly, because of this activate battle, it's sort of like the Shigesh, like on your turn and their turn. And now that we have something that ignores barrier, it just, like, that's just really good. Like, this is obviously going to be the card for the starter deck Broly for one of the 2 slots that you can take for the battle cards. And then after that, it's a done deal because now it's just cool. Obviously Chalai and as well as this card are the 2 cards that Bandai really wants to be on the field for the starter deck Broly. But I think this is going to be a really good card. Like, I love all the super rares. I really do. I think they all have their place. I think Bandai did a really good job with all of them. But yeah. Speaking of, this one, probably not on the highest on the list, but still pretty cool. This is the one that is on the playmat, I do believe, as well for the celebrations. And it's a 2-drop 5k, and when you play this card from your hand, choose up to 1 Broly control mechanism from your deck and activate it and choose and shuffle your deck. So this is a kind of a callback to the, I think, the 2-drop Paragus card that plays Broly's Ring. So kudos to Bandai on that one. Activate man, you choose this card. And 1 card from your battle area and place them in the drop owner's areas, and then choose one. You choose 1 Broly card with an energy cost of 6 or less from your deck and add it to your hand. Ooh. And then shuffle your deck, and then choose 1 Broly card from your drop area and add it to your hand. So it basically just gets the chain going, especially for this guy. And as well as 1 card from your battle area means the 1-drop Broly card that helps you self-awaken. So obviously you're taking 2 cards from the Broly card and then 1 card again after that, and you pretty much awaken the second, third turn, right? That's kind of the idea for all of that. Pretty cool card. Broly the Supreme Berserker. So this is, I would say, a target. So this is a Broly card, I want to say. I'm pretty sure it's a Broly. You can't really see it there. I'm sure if I go to the list real quick, we can kind of see that real quick. So I might as well just stay in here. So this one says, yeah, the Broly card, and I don't know if this is for the other chain. I think the other chain's completed, so I'm not gonna bother with that. But this one is also cool because it is a Broly card in which you can evolve on it, and it's a critical with barrier. First Broly card with barrier, by the way, so that's pretty sweet. It's activate once per turn, you burst 5, and then when the card attacks, you activate it. You lead a card as a Broly, so this means any Broly other than the new ones can play it. Even the movie one can play it. If your opponent has 3 or less cards in their hand, switches to active mode, so it's attacking with 30,000 critical again. And then if your opponent has 4 more cards in their hand, they reveal their hand. That's ridiculous. That's pretty cool though. And then choose 1 card from it, and your opponent places it in the drop area. So the audio goes off after the critical, so or the counter. So you can't really pick off a counter, but you can after they reveal their hand. So if they counter the first one for the critical 30,000, you can go ahead and calculate how much combo power you have, and as well as take out any counters. So the thing about this is that this is a evolve for 6 or 5, sorry, I can't count, and then the endless evolution reduces it by 2, so effectively it's going to be a 3-drop. So 3-drop evolve, that is. So it's going to be a really good card target, or at least a good target for that. And because it's colorless, you can pretty much play in any deck. So you can do like Shenron Broly, you can do the Shigesh shenanigans, and then play for 3 and then awaken, do whatever you want. So I think it's really good in order to do that. Obviously you can't play Shigesh with the this effect, so that's a bummer. But if you just play it normally and then go ahead and do that, then that's fine. And I just realized you can't do it in Shenron, so oh well. I guess it's pretty cool for any Broly leader card. If it didn't have the Broly leader card tag, then it would be pretty good, but it's still a 30,000 critical barrier effector card, so there you go. But if you play with a Broly leader card, that's cool. Good for the support for the OG Broly and as well as the movie Broly. Finishing blow, Son Gohan. So this one's interesting. It's a 5-drop yellow 30,000 double striker, and it says auto sparking 7 when you play this card, which you're gonna have that sparking 7 if you're playing the what you call it, the yellow set 6 Goku or Gohan. If you put it has 4 or more energy and there's a Son Goku under this card, you choose all of your opponent's energy, switch into rest mode, and then this card gains dual attack for the rest of your turn. If you didn't know what the Guardian Angel card does, this one is it. I reviewed it before, but basically you can't place this card in your combo from any area, so unless it's in the battle area. Basically at the end of the battle in which you combo with this card during your opponent's turn, if your leader card is a yellow Saiyan, you can play this card in the rest mode, and you can't play the rest in turn. But then you play 3 energy, and then choose 1 display of power Gohan from your battle area and place it in drop area, and then choose up to 1 finishing blow Gohan from your hand and play it, and then place it under the card you play the skill. Basically for 3 energy, you can go ahead and get this guy out, rest all of their energy, and then go for dual attack double strike, which is pretty good. I think that is pretty legit. There are a lot of restrictions that come with it, but I think it is worth playing the archetype for this SR. So if you're interested in playing the archetype and as well as that leader, this is not going to be bad. It does say yellow Saiyan, so you don't have to be restricted to the set 6 Gohan. So you can always play any other yellow Saiyan like Bardock or something like that, which I would say with resting, it makes a lot of sense. And then we have the Bojack, which goes along with that Gohan. And this one says it's an EX Evolve for 25,000 8-drop. Whoa. EX Evolve for, was that 4? Yeah, 4, 3 yellow, and energy cost of 3, which is the rare, I do believe. When you play this card, if you have 5 or more life, you choose all of your opponent's battle cards, or opponent's cards. Oh, that says cards. Oh, snap. Okay. I thought it said battle cards, but choose all of your opponent's cards in rest mode. What? Okay. I guess you're living. I guess you don't need to awaken. I guess that's why they didn't put an awakening effect. They're like, yeah, you don't want to awaken, fam. That's cool. All right, well, that's nice. Choose all your opponents' cards and switch to rest mode. Yeah, we're just doing that out here now, huh? mean, Cold Bloodlust, right? That's all right. Coming back. Yellow leader's coming back. All right. Auto, when your opponent switches one of their cards to rest mode to active mode, which is, this kills me. New leader card is a Bojack Brigade card, which this is going to be what you'll be playing with. Your opponent chooses one card from your hand and set it to the warp. So literally, the auto goes off, and unless they rule it differently, the auto goes off. And let's say they had 7 cards rested, 2 cards in their battle area, 5 cards in their you know what, not even that. 2 cards in their battle area, 3 cards in their energy area, and one leader card, 1 field card, right? If they switch all of those to active mode and pass turn, because they have to they have to drop all of their hand to warp. What kind of mess is that? Oh my god, Jesus. Okay, Cold Bloodlust, right? We're doing that. Minus Killy Zone is going to be a definite staple with this card, right? Oh boy. Okay, at least it doesn't have effect. At least it, all right. A 5-drop Frieza. Oh, that thing's gonna go up again. God dang it. All right, activate main. Once per turn, you choose one of your Bojack Brigades in your battle area and place in the drop area. This attack, that doesn't even matter. I don't even care about this. I'm worried about this right here. That is wild. Oh, by the way, this is, yes, a 8-drop, but you still can play the Bojack out with any Shenron leader and then evolve it on top of this. And a lot of Shenron leaders, especially the black ones, and even the new Shenron leaders, are going to be perfectly fine when it comes to keeping life at 5 or more. So let me know what you think about this card. I'm very, very interested in seeing other people's. Maybe I'm just overreacting. We already seen this card. There's nothing crazy, but really good for the black Goku. And then Super Shenron. So this one says you can only play this from your hand and can attack, which automatically with 8 energy. So you're forcing people to play. This is like, I love the card, I love the art, I love everything about it, but you're forcing everybody to, like, it's a 35,000 attacker, by the way. I don't know if this is worth it, because it says when you play this card, you lead a card as a black Shenron, and there's a guard card in play in your battle area. You draw 2 cards, and then you choose all your opponent's cards in their battle area, ignoring barrier, and place them in the drop area. And your opponent can't activate skills on cards other than a leader card until the next turn. So it's a Shrouded Mystery Fu. It's a Frieza. It's a draw 2 Scientist Fu. It's kind of whack, because if this card can only be played for your hand. I mean, that's kind of rough, right? Yeah, it does protect you when it comes to the activate skills. Yes, this is probably catering towards the Super Shenron leader, in which you can play it for 8, and then you take another turn. They don't take a turn, by the way, so they don't have a next turn there. You set up for that turn, and that next turn they can activate skills. So anything that you do on that next turn, when you do your ultimate for Super Shenron, they can't activate anything, basically. So no super combos, no counters, no nothing. And then even if they do survive after that, they can go ahead and you'll pass turn, and they'll just go ahead and do nothing, basically, other than their leader. So it's an interesting card. I can see where they're going with it. I just think it's kind of whack. I think that really wraps everything up. I don't think there's really anything else. We only have the SPR cards next week, which you know, I'll post a community post on it or post it in the Discord to talk about it, but that's really about it. I'm really just interested in the campaign rares, and of course this is the day before the Vegas and as well as the PPG event, so that's gonna be pretty fun to do or go to. So watch out for me, because I will be there. And that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about these cards. Subscribe if you're new. Like, dislike, comment. And of course, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.